Hello traders, welcome to Disciplined Trader Autonomy. This week market is actually sharping up for bigger move in gold, oil, bitcoins. And here we are here for how to break it down and make it work for us. I'm going to, as you can see, I'm going to use Trading View as my uh, trading chart analysis for the week. But first, before we can go ahead, we shall see the economic calendar and what is going on in the economic calendar and see the strengths of the dollar and how the dollar is moving. From there, it will tell us a better view of how the other currencies are moving. Uh, Without further ado, let us see in the economic calendar. The economic calendar of next week is really going to be rich with high impact economic events. Let's start from Monday, which is going to be actually a holiday in the US. It's Labor Day in the US. US markets will be closed by that, which will make actually the market somehow moving inside an accumulation day. People will be preparing for the Tuesday day. On Tuesday morning, we shall be having the CPI coming out from the Euro zone, and then we shall be having late in the day the SMI coming out from US, and then on Wednesday we shall have also the US coming out, JP, the job openings, and then on Thursday we shall have also another rich day of economical news from US. But the most importantly, we are going to have our non-farm payrolls on Friday, which is actually the Fed is waiting for to have the final decisions on how uh, to cut rate. Is it uh, are they going to cut rate or not? This is actually going to be decided by the non-farm payroll on that day. And from here, we shall know how the market will move. For those who are new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, because I don't want you also to miss a big move which is coming in the coming week. And if there is any pairs of the pairs that you would like me to analyze it for you and we share it together, please don't hesitate, put it in the comment list, comment below, and then drop it in the comment actually, so that for me to list it inside my trading uh, arena for the next week. Without further ado, let us start with the analysis of our charts. We shall start with DXY, which is our main dollar index that tells us how the dollar uh, uh, is being traded, or how the dollar is reacting with the other currencies. If you can see, the dollar is making lower lows and higher lows, which this this actually emphasizes then how the dollar has been weak since the beginning of the year. Actually, let us say since the beginning of Trump came to the office, the U.S. Presidency, the dollar started to weaken. This did not happen by mistake. Actually, Trump wants the dollar to get weak for some reasons, and if you want to know why, just you can read my reports on Trading View. I've just posted the report about why Trump wanted the dollar to get weak. There's major reasons for that. But here in the chart, we can see the dollar is actually going to weaken more further. What's going to happen next week? Okay, if you can zoom in, dollar has dropped and then corrected to the upside, again drop. What am I expecting next week? Another correction to the upside, another drop. So what is the target? Target might be, we might clear this liquidity below this line. That's the target. So if you're expecting the dollar to get weak, what will happen to the other currencies? Other currencies will appreciate automatically. That's how it works. So let's start with Euro USD. Euro USD is actually in the mid of this journey. It's something like 50-50 to me, because something like 50-50 exactly. Uh, it's really in the middle of this journey. What I wanted to see, I wanted this market to break above this. Okay? and make a retracement. Yes, then continue. Buy. Or if it didn't make that, I want the market to make an accumulation around this area. Okay, accumulation, yes. Yeah, and then funny. Anyway, accumulation, it moved to the downside here, and then from here, move to the upside. So in both cases, I'm a buyer. Where am I buying? I'm buying, and I might buy here around this area. Why? Because there is a certain imbalance here the market did not feel. The market might obviously come back to feel this imbalance before it moves to the upside. That's for the Euro USD. For Pound USD actually I'm going to buy it. It's a buy because pound is getting stronger somehow, and dollar is going to get weak. What I'm waiting for, I wait for a smaller correction, then buy. Obviously, I'm going to buy up to just here. That's how it's going to work. Aussie dollar is the same as that one. Aussie is actually preparing for, it has already launched an uptrend, and here we are inside a corrective structure. I want a small corrective structure and then to buy it. What am I doing? I'm buying it. Corrective, up move. Look for a buy setup. NZD is actually same like Aussie dollar. What we are looking for a smaller corrective structure, then buy it. We are going to buy. So can I be wrong? Yes, I can be wrong. 100% I can be wrong. I'm not here to be right or wrong. I'm here to make money. We are here to make money. What you need to do, you need to make sure your strategy tells you when to enter, when to make a good entry, and when to put a stop loss. You have to put stop loss. That's why majorly you have to put your stop loss in the right place. So that's it. But if you can see, last week I had a trade on this one. This was really a very clean one. The market was able to come down, clean the imbalance, and then move to the upside. But if you can see the Aussie didn't come and clean the imbalance. Imbalance was left behind, the market went up. There is too high chances maybe the market might come back to clean this imbalance that is left behind, or the new imbalance created here. Just make sure that you look at these imbalances. Which imbalance will respect your will be respected, and also make sure your trading strategy also tells you when to buy. You have what you are looking for. You are looking for a buy. Look for a buy. And if you don't have a strategy, please try to look for a one. If you don't have a strategy, you will be entering randomly to the market, following others with randomly, following others blindly, which is not good for you and not good for your business. If you trading as a business, look for a trading strategy. Look for trading strategy. The buyers alone cannot make you money. You need to make entry, take profit, and most importantly, put a stop loss. That's why the tips of the day, number one, do not over risk. That's one. Do not trade without strategy, and do not jump in for the sake of seeing others jumping in. Do not have a trade without a stop loss, and most importantly, do not trade to revenge. Do not trade to revenge. Don't revenge trading. If you lose, okay, it's okay for the day. Look for another trade next day. The more you revenge, The market doesn't know you. The market is not your friend. The market is not your brother. It is not your sister. It doesn't know your emotion. The market is emotionless. It's like the nature. Market will beat you and beat the hell out of you. So, and you will keep losing, 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 losing. And if you want to trade, to be a professional trader, trade with discipline, as we do. Make sure to come into a successful trading community that will teach you how to trade with discipline. And also, number two, you need to have a trading coach, someone to coach you during your journey. Without that, you will never make it into, because trading randomly, just because you have seen someone on TikTok having a trade in gold, making turning $10 to 1,000 or 2,000, 3,000, 8,000. That doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You need to have a trading community that you belongs to, a trading coach that coaches you and tells you where to trade and how to trade and give you the strategy that have edge with your psychology and your mentality. Okay. USD JPY, this is also a very fantastic one to me. What I'm waiting, corrective structure, more fall. CHF, pound CHF, pound Swiss. This one is actually making, if you can see, this is a complex structure, very complex structure moving to the downside. But if you can see, the market is preparing for something big. Market is trying to change the trend, trying to change the trend. And this change might happen big to the upside. Like if you can see here, what I'm seeing, we might have corrective structure, drop, then big move to the upside. All I can see is a buy setup. I won't do this. If you know how to trade this, then that's okay. Do it. But we are almost clearing. Maybe the market will come and clear the liquidity below this low before it can move to the upside. Because here I'm seeing something like a wedge. Okay? This is a wedge being cleared out. Okay? This is a very good wedge here being cleared out. There is a smaller wedge inside there. You can zoom out, see another small wedge inside there. Market will make a fake out of this wedge or before it can actually move to the upside. All of them are moving to the upside. I'm a buyer. I'm a buyer. USD CAD. USD CAD, we are seeing a very nice corrective structure here that's happening. So what I want to see, corrective structure to the upside, drop, then another move to the up. I'm ready to trade both of them. After the corrective structure, if I see here trading setup to sell, I will sell it, then move to the upside. All I wanted to do is my trade to reach this box. From there, I will make sure to buy, because the buy is also big. We're going to have a buyer bigs from this move. The last one we are having here on the forex pairs is pound JPY. Pound JPY is really nice one. I had a trade on this one. What I'm seeing, corrective structure, one fall, more to fall. Corrective structure. All I want, market to reach this box from here. I'll make sure if it's going to fall more or not, or I will prepare myself for another buy. Bitcoin. Bitcoin, this is fantastic. The move is moving as we predicted. What is next? I want to see a corrective structure for another fall. Or another market might fall up to here. Then from there, we shall buy it again. Gold, I want the market to reach up to 104, 101. 104, 101. This is where I'm looking for my buy setup. 104, 101. From here is where I would look for buy setup. If I don't see the buy setup, I will not enter. Make any entry in this. The same thing to Ethereum. Ethereum, fantastic. What I want to see, corrective structure to the upside, one more fall. Up to 4,000. 4,000, we look for another buy. If you know how to trade both buy, sell, look for the corrective structure, sell it, then take your profit around 4,000, then look for a buy around that area. Good. Silver. Silver, we made the high of the year this week. We have already broken above this high, and we make a high of the year around 9, almost to 40, 39.92. What is next, Mr. Hamis? We are seeing some kind of a corrective structure, then move to the upside. The target will be around 40.5. That's where. Gold, last not least. Gold is fantastically moving inside a triangle for the last 6 months. We are inside this triangle, very sharp triangle, and last week we managed to break above the triangle, but this does not mean that we are moving to the upside, because there might be a risk on Friday the market might reverse, completely reversing below this triangle. That's why what I wanted to see a nice corrective structure around this area for me to make a smaller buy. What am I targeting? I'm targeting the high of the year around this area. That's the target. That high. Make sure the corrective structure is clean and clear for you to make an entry. Thank you so much for listening, for watching until the end. See you next week.